Governor, you've got company. Judge Povey and a couple of other landed gentry.
Is there aristocratic blood up?
I'd say it's boiling.
William, mix me a cocktail, would you?
Yes, sir.
How's Dorothy and the kids?
Just fine, sir.
That's good. See, these men come to work for me from the state penitentiary. Most of them are in the clink for stealing, but by and large, they was just stealing to put bread on the table. Unlike some other people I could mention.
What are you trying to imply, sir?
Not a thing. Thank you, William. It's just that with free textbooks, someone like this man here might have had a decent shot at life.
You can't give free books to niggers. Huh?
I already done it.
Look, the reason we're here is to protest the unfair treatment being given to our parish.
It's like we're not part of the state of the Louisiana.
These boys just don't get it, do they, Judge Powell? Maybe you should explain it to them. I mean, after all, you've been elected and re-elected in St. Landry Parish for 28 years.
Our parishes get no state funding because we refuse to support your illegal and corrupt machine. And it's our people that suffer.
Judge, I get the feeling that you don't like me.
Don't flatter yourself. I detest you.
Why? Because I'm not your kind of people? Now, you hear me. You and your people have scraped the bellies of this state clean, and all at the behest of Standard Oil, J.P. Morgan, and Mr. John D. Rockefeller, and I ain't gonna tolerate it anymore.
One of your political speeches.
It's all politics, isn't it, Judge?
You recognize this, Governor?
My guess it's the Constitution of the state of Louisiana.
Yeah, I figured you'd have to guess. Maybe you ought to read it.
Read it.
I am the Constitution!
One day you're gonna end up on the floor, face down. You just wait and see.
Remember the song, Rose? This was very popular the summer we were driving around on our first campaign.
Of course I do. Huey?
Please, don't come at me now, Rose. The hounds are closing in on me.
I know. But you'll never hear.
Never recite that poem,
Huey?
Out of the
Huey,
night
are you listening
that
to
covers
me?
me, black as the pitch from pole
Oh,
to
damn.
pole.
I am going away.
I thank whatever gods may be.
With the children.
Invictus. Come here. Come here.
I want you to understand. You built this home for us, Huey. Why are you never here? You stay in the Roosevelt in New Orleans, the Heidelberg here. You keep your own rooms there. You keep your own company.
I don't sleep. I get up, I write things down. Time is short for all I have to do, Rose, and no, I can't lead a normal family life.
I have never asked you for a normal family life.
Darling, I know it. But I was put on earth to do something, and these people are snaking me to the ground. Now, I can't make it without you. Now or ever. You've been with me in every fight I've ever been in. Don't leave me, darling, now. Not now.
a salesman, Huey. You're still a salesman.
Rose.
I'm going upstairs, Huey. What are you gonna do?
Can I get you something, Governor?
You could pour me a bourbon, Luther. You're a lifer, aren't you, Luther?
Yes, sir.
You wouldn't run away now, would you?
No, sir. You'd only catch me and bring me back.
Yeah. If you did run, where would you go?
See my wife and my children. Anything else, Governor?
Gentlemen, may we proceed, please?
Very good. How's everything in the parish?
Gentlemen, the articles of impeachment charge that Governor Long sought to persuade his bodyguard, H.A. Bozeman, to murder Jared Y. Sanders, promising Bozeman immunity from punishment. That Governor Long has sought to bribe legislators, has boasted of his control over the judiciary, has misappropriated and misapplied state funds, illegally contracted loans,
Huey! Where you going?
To the crapper.
Go to Crapper.
Now tell me, Mr. Bozeman, exactly what did the governor tell you?
He said, Bozeman, I'm the Kaiser of this state. He said, that son of a bitch, J.Y. Sanders, is going to try to fight all my messes. I want you to get him out of the way. I want you, he said. I've chosen you to do away with this bastard.
What was his condition at the time?
Well, it was night.
Was he drunk?
Isn't everybody drunk at night? But yeah, but he was shouting. He said, I mean you to kill the son of a bitch, he said. And if you found out, I'll give you a full pardon and many gold dollars.
Many gold dollars? How many?
I didn't ask, because I said I couldn't do it.
Then what happened?
I got fired.
As the governor's bodyguard?
No, sir. Off my job with the Highway Commission.
And you work at the State House?
I do indeed. For 25 years. I've seen it all.
Did you ever see Governor Long touch anything illegal?
Yes. She was 17. It was a Christmas party. She was on his knee, riding him like a donkey.
How long did you stay and witness this?
For hours and hours. It was disgusting.
And you are cashier at the Union Bank?
Yes, sir. In New Orleans.
And you remember cashing a check endorsed by Huey Long for the sum of $6,000?
Yes, sir.
And who did you give that money to?
I give it to the governor's secretary. That's what she was at the time.
Referring to the governor's brand new appointee for Secretary of State?
Yes, Miss Aileen Dumont. Oh, that was the name she took back after her recent divorce.
And do you know what Miss Dumont did with the $6,000?
She,
Yes, go on.
She placed the money. Stuck it in her brassiere.
All of the money?
Yes, sir. This is a big brassiere.
Order! Order! That won't be enough!
Excuse me, I'm Tom Brady from New Orleans. How do you feel about your husband's involvement with the testimony inside just now? Die!
You don't question my wife, you son of a bitch!
Take care of business. We're having a rally tonight. Thank you. Oh, the buzzards are back. The buzzards have returned. And they have come to gulp and gloat on the poor and the afflicted. But the demons of hell couldn't gloat. And they warned me, to be fair, they warned me that if I put a tax on the oil that they take out of all ground, they would impeach me, and they're trying. And they're fighting me harder this time than ever before. But I'd rather go down to 1,000 impeachments than admit that I'm the governor of a state that does not dare to call the Standard Oil Company to account. Let me recite you a poem that has stood me through the harshest days of poverty, times of trial. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. And will I bow to them? Never! It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Huey, just what is the meaning of all this?
Well, George, I'll tell you. There's some seriously misguided people in this state who think they're going to impeach the Kingfish. Now, what I need are 12 signatures on this here piece of paper to block said proceedings. Congratulations, boys, you're my 12. One.
And what are you offering us?
What I'm offering you, gentlemen, is your political life.
much longer is that two-bit gonna keep me cooling my heels?
Now, this here Mr. James Farley is a big man. Franklin Delano Roosevelt's man.
Yep. He wants us to campaign for him. Just remember, Huey, he needs you more than you need him.
You know, they say Irishmen make the best politicians, but Seymour, we haven't done too bad for a couple country boys.
Not so far. You know, it must be 100 degrees in there. How long are you gonna make them wait?
Just long enough to blister. Jim.
He's keeping me waiting. Intentional. I gotta go to Tulsa, and I'm dying to get there. Can you imagine? Dying to get to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Gotta be something wrong with that.
Listen, if you want to talk against the governor, then why don't you say it to his face?
Lady, I'd love to.
Well, here he is.
God, Mary Lewis, a living drawbreath.
God bless you, Governor.
How are you, honey?
Oh, just fine. Come on in here and let me fix you something.
No, I have to sit and talk with these important men.
Oh, okay.
Huey.
Hello, Jim. Who are these fellas?
Oh, my brain trust.
How much time you got?
Whatever you need, Huey.
Yeah, the Kingfish knows your time is valuable.
Well, we know your time is valuable, too, Kingfish.
Did I ever tell you how I come by that name?
No, but I think I'm going to hear about it in the next few seconds.
Well, you see, the kingfish is a bird who eats the babies from his neighbor's nest, saves him a trip to the swamp. Anyway, what do you have in mind for me for the campaign?
We were thinking about a tour, maybe.
A tour across this fine country. Get me one of those special trains with some great big loudspeakers so I can whip up the masses for the great Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You ever whipped up a crowd, Jim? Have you?
Have I ever whipped up a crowd? No. No, sir, I haven't. And what Mr. Roosevelt has in mind is a Southern campaign. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, and Georgia.
Now, Mr. Farley, we both know that those states are already Democratic.
But, Mr. Long, we want you to just make sure.
I think you want to make sure that I don't get any national exposure. Well, your man would have never got the nomination if it hadn't been for me. Party owes me. I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time. Wonderful to see you again, Miss Mary Lou.
Goodbye, Governor. Come back.
Screw it.
Oh, we will. But first, we need the bastard. Best thing is to hand him over to the chief. He'll handle him. Come on. Let's go cool off in Tulsa.
Just one. How are you? Did you see who needs a fresh glass, please? Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Weeks.
Didn't win anything, sir.
I'm sure Long will take you with him to Washington.
Oh, but sounds like FDR and Huey got along fine. Oh, hell, Andy, you know Huey. He said old FDR and I get along just fine as long as he understands my program. Congratulations, Governor.
Governor? I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. Come see the Kingfish shop, huh? Hey! Well, J.Y. Sanders, always good to see a member of the loyal opposition.
Well, I don't know about the loyal part, Long. I would like to destroy you 3 ways to Sunday. I believe you know my lovely wife.
Yes, indeed, she is lovely. And your husband is a horse's ass, madam.
Everybody's here, boss.
Madam Secretary, may I have the...
I told her not to come here tonight, but she is here. Huey, listen to me. Huey, for appearance's sake, I think it would be a very good idea if you dance with your wife, Rose.
I don't need you to tell me to dance with my wife. I love dancing with my wife. I've always loved dancing with my wife. May I have the stamp?
You may indeed.
He ain't here, Rose.
Your daddy?
Yep.
Darling, this is your night. There's nobody gonna spoil it for you. Not even your daddy.
You look absolutely beautiful tonight.
Well, thank you, Senator.
Hey, Lee, you're not leaving, are you?
Just going out to get some air.
People are watching. This is not a good time.
Seymour, you have to make up your mind. First, you don't want me to come, and now that I'm here, you don't want me to leave.
Haley, don't make a scene, please.
You
I'd like to get that damn Huey in my sights.
You and a lot of other people.
If we just all gonna stand around here and talk about Huey long, I'd rather go home and kick the dog.
Well, we gotta do something. He's canceled 3 of my contracts.
Hell, I thought by Huey going to Washington now, he'd be out of our hair.
Nah, a thing like him never goes away. Human with that kind of ambition persists. He'll never let go. He'll still control the state from Washington now he's there.
So, what are we gonna do about it?
Wait.
Pull! Nice shot, Judge.
Yes, sir. Corruption's got its own time clock. Its own inevitable logic. And inevitable it is.
As our taxes and debt, Judge.
Hey, look who's here. Y'all know my son-in-law, Carl, don't you?
Oh, you've been studying medicine over in Europe, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Right.
Just got back.
Carl,
good to see you.
Good to see you. How things going over there?
Well, they got a couple fellas over there called Mussolini and Hitler, so...
Oh, just a couple of two-bit rabble-rousers.
You ought to see the rabble they're arousing.
Hitler is surely just a European problem.
No, sir, he's a world problem. Just like we got right here. Pull!